Good morning, Donaldsville. This is Mrs. Strader broadcasting live from Donaldsville Elementary. Today is Thursday, September the 5th, 2013. Okay? We have one birthday to celebrate today, and we have Miss Helena. Helena, do you remember when your birthday was?
August.
It was August the 8th, and she wasn't here when we were celebrating those August birthdays, so we want to make sure we got her in. Helena, who's your teacher?
Miss Pine.
Mrs. Pond. And how old are you now?
5.
All right, happy birthday. We're glad you're here on the news with us. Now, you might be wondering, what are all these other people here for? Because you said you only have one birthday, and there's tons of people here. Well, first graders, do you remember last spring, we sent home a letter, and we announced, and we told you, we wanted you to keep up with your reading over the summer. And we challenged everyone to get on Lexia. Okay, that's that computer program for reading that we have. And we said, get on there and do at least 300 minutes on Lexia this summer. And if you do that, we'll have you on the news in the fall. Well, look around. Hey, these folks did that. They took that challenge, and they were excited when they came down this morning because they said, man, you should have seen, our levels really went up. Okay, so their reading has improved because of that work that they did. All right, so congratulations to these folks. We're going to run through here, make sure we know who all of them are. All right, first of all, we have Alexis. Hey, Alexis, who's your teacher?
Miss DeWitt.
We're on my cord here. All right, Mrs. DeWitt, and she did 790 minutes. Awesome job, Alexis. Next to you, we have Savannah. Savannah, who's your teacher?
Miss DeWitt.
All right, Mrs. DeWitt's room, and Savannah did 581 minutes on Lexia this summer. Great job. And then I have Aiden. Hey, Aiden, who's your teacher?
Miss Morris.
And he did 676 minutes. And then we have Elizabeth. Elizabeth, who's your teacher?
Mrs. Lowe.
She did 1,619 minutes on Alexia this summer. Awesome job. Miss Caitlin, who's your teacher?
Mrs. Stryker.
All right, and Caitlin did 613 minutes. Great job, Caitlin. And then we have Elena. Elena, who's your teacher?
Mrs. Rogers.
Mrs. Rogers, and you did 353 minutes on Lexia. Great job. And then we have Kylie. Kylie, who's your teacher?
Mrs. Rogers.
And Kylie, you did 426 minutes on Lexia this summer. And then we have Olivia. Olivia, who's your teacher?
Miss Stryker.
All right, Olivia, turn and look at the camera there so everybody can see you. Olivia did 657 minutes on Lexia. So congratulations to all of them. Hey, not only are you going to get a free book, but think about that reading that you did and how much your reading improved by doing that this summer. Okay, we will do this challenge again next year. First graders, hey, you can still do it, and you'll get your book over at Park Lane next year, and kindergartners will do the challenge for you as well. Hey, we'll let you know how many of those last year's first graders met the challenge too. I'll get those numbers for you and let you know. Boys and girls, a reminder. If you have a lunchbox, your name should be on it. If you have a book bag, which you all do, your name should be on it. You need to put your name on your jackets. Okay, we have this lunchbox. It's been sitting down in the cafeteria for a couple of days. Hey, it's a Hello Kitty. There's a lot of you have these. I know you do. I've seen more than one of them. Put your name on your thing so that you can claim it. If you're missing your Hello Kitty lunchbox, please come to the office after announcements and get that. Excuse me, girls. All right, boys and girls, a couple other announcements this morning. Really important. I want everyone to listen. We are having some behavior problems in the restroom. Okay, if you're at home and you have a tissue or something, do you throw it on the floor when you're done?
No.
No. Okay, a paper towel, you use a paper towel, do you throw it on the floor?
No.
Do you throw it in the sink?
No.
Isn't that crazy?
No.
Okay, boys, in your restrooms you have something called a urinal. It's like a toilet, okay, but you stand there. You know what I'm talking about. Some people are putting paper towels in that urinal. That is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, that needs to stop, boys. Okay, it's happening upstairs and it's happening downstairs. We've had paper towels in the sinks, we've had paper towels in the toilets, and we've had paper towels in the urinals and on the floor. We have to pay to buy those paper towels for you to use. We're not gonna waste them like that, and we're not gonna damage our beautiful school building by doing those things. We actually had water out on the floor in the hallway because this urinal was stopped up with paper towels. That needs to stop. If you see somebody doing it, you need to tell them not to do that, and you need to let an adult know. Let your teacher know. We need to take care of our beautiful building that we get to come to every day. We need to make sure we take care of it. All right. Breakfast. Great job this morning. We had everybody through the line by 8:26. That is awesome. Thanks for paying attention and keeping that line moving. Tomorrow is a box top collection day. Has anybody brought in any box tops yet?
No.
Hey, box tops, those little squares, you see them on lots of food products that you might buy, okay?
I have a lot of them at my house.
Awesome. Some of you have been collecting them. They said they've been collecting them all summer probably. They've got some. Tomorrow's our first box top collection day. Bring in your box tops. As long as you bring in at least one, you're going to get a hot ticket from your teacher, okay? So if you have a bunch of them, bring them all in. We'll start collecting those. They're worth 10 cents for our school for everyone we get, and then we use that money for things like assemblies and things. That's okay. If you don't have any collected yet, that's okay. But start looking at the items in your cupboards at home. You might find those box tops on them. When you're done with the food, you cut them off and you bring them in. Okay, sight words, baggy books. They're going home. First graders, you've been bringing them home, but I've been hearing that a lot of kids are forgetting to bring back their baggy books. You can't do that. You have to have your word list in there and your book, and it has to come back and forth every day. Kindergarten, you're going to start bringing those home really soon here. Same thing. They need to go home, and they need to come back every day. You need to read your word list, or kindergartners, some of you might be practicing letters. You need to do that every night, and make sure you're bringing those back so we can check and see how you're doing. When you get all of your sight words, what do you get to do? Anybody remember?
I do.
What do you do, Kylie?
You get to get another paper.
Oh, you do, but when you learn all 284 first grade sight words, you get to put your star up. Remember last year when you hung up your stars as kindergartners? As first graders, you have 284 words. Kindergartners, you have your sight words to learn. When you learn all your sight words, you get to put your name on a star and hang it in the lobby. So I want to see some stars going up here, hey, in the next month or 2 months as people are learning all of those words, and I know you'll do that. All right, Alberto, what's for lunch today? Awesome, barbecue chicken chips. That sounds good. Ellen, what about that weather today?
Sunny.
All right, great day to be outside. We've had some beautiful weather here. All right, well, boys and girls, thank you for joining us on another edition of the Donaldsonville News. Have a great day, and remember, we're all here to
Learn.